Thanks for joining today's training. I'm really excited to demo in more detail what I think is a prospecting option what is very unique. So if the business owner receives that, they will respond. And that is what you want, correct? You want a conversation going on. So look at my screen, and this is exactly what the business owner will receive. They will receive an email with an image in it, and that is then for a video to play, but we can have the same kind of idea for the website security, and I will demo that you in a sec. Okay, but before we start the recording, we had a very good question. I want to address it. I don't want to skip that question. So the question was, with so many local team niches and users, are the sites still ranking? You know, is there not something like duplicate content issue? So to answer that question, you have to understand what is SEO. Okay, so SEO is a kind of a score, correct? Let's say from 0 to 100. And Google gives you points for elements. One of those elements is citation. When your site is listed on other authority sites and point to your website, it gets points. Do you get that thought? Everybody get that? So that is, they get credits for that. So there's also like schema. Schema is kind of, Google wants to know for sure what the information on the website represents. And you speak the language of those bots with schema. So that is the second thing. So local team Jack, drag and drop, address that. And there are several from those factors. Do you understand that? All those factors add up. And everybody thinks he's an SEO guru, correct, Todd? Do you feel you're an SEO specialist? Who thinks he's an SEO specialist? Who followed all those training from those gurus? Okay? And if you do, your Brenda is, okay? So if you do, they tell you about duplicate content, they tell you about keyword rich, they tell you about update your website, they tell you all those kind of things, correct? H1 tag, that is what they'll speak, correct? And at the end of the training, they say, here's my tool. Okay? Have you ever followed a Google training tell those things? No. What is Google? Now you have to learn to understand what Google wants and what they appreciate. Google wants that if they search in the Google bar and they click on a link, the website visitor get real value, relevance, real value. Okay? And how does Google measure real value? How do they distinguish that the search result is what the search intent was? Do you have any idea? Do you think that the website visitor is looking for an H1 tag? Is looking for a certain keyword? Is looking for if a headline is bold or italic, do you think the website visitor cares about that? No, they don't care. They don't know. They don't care. They there are kind of 2-3 factors which tells Google if the website is appreciated with as a result of the search keyword. Okay, the first one is the average time the website visitor stays on a website. The average time. Okay, in the series from 0 to 100 points, Google give a lot of credits when they stay a long time on the website. Do you agree or not agree? Tell me if this makes sense to you. Okay, so everybody said yes. So the second one is the bounce rate. If somebody comes with a keyword on a website and they click away, Google thinks, oh, that website visitor was not interested in searching through the website. So if they click away and search another website up, Google thinks, no, that search result was not what the website visitor was looking for. Does that make sense? Bounce rate. Google gives a lot of credits on those bounce rates. So do you think Google really cares if a website visitor in city 1 sees the same content as in city 2? Both are long on the website, click through the website, have the same content. Do you think Google cares as another domain name? Google doesn't care that much. And I'm not saying that they not care, but in the series from 0 to 100 points, it is such a small factor. It is negligible. It is far more important that they like the website, that they stay on the website, and that they click through the website. That is Google. That is what Google is about. Okay? Everybody understand this, what SEO is? It's not about H1 tag. It's not about bold. It's not about italic. It's about average time and the bounce rate. If you manage to optimize two of those things, that they stay on the website, that they like the website and click through the website, your SEO is it's just very good. Okay, so but people, do you know what the average SEO person does? He's keyword stuffing. Do you know what keyword stuffing does? People don't like the website anymore. It's not readable anymore, and they click away. So instead of improving SEO, it will hurt SEO. Okay, so it's far more important that the website is nice on the eye, is easy clickable, and that is what local team jack is about. It's about to find the content easily. The main servers are grouped. Clicks everywhere. Call to action everywhere. Okay? Do you guys get that? Local Team Jack is optimized based on my $2 million AdWords spend. I know what works, okay? I know. It's not because I believe something, okay? It's not because I'm selling you a tool, okay? So I hope you got this, and you don't, how do you say that? Be careful to follow gurus SEO advices. Okay? Now, what was the topic of tonight? So one of the 3 websites that get created at the moment are based on WordPress. WordPress is an open source. Hackers know very well how to break in WordPress. WordPress kind of make it easy because they share all the code. Businesses don't want that the website is down. I serve many local business owners, and kind of the only thing when they become mad on me is when the website is down. Okay? That is, if they don't see kind of a high ROI, they are not mad. They just say, Jack, can you look into the campaign? Okay? They just say, hey Jack, every time when you look in a campaign, I see immediate results. Yes, that's AdWords. So, but they are not mad, okay? But if the website is down, they are mad. They are kind of all that trust what you build over time get a big dent. And so business, they know how valuable the website is. You know that WordPress sites can easily hacked. So I'm going to show you tonight how you can check if a website is built with WordPress and how to prospect those business owners. Okay? And then there's a super simple security plugin what fix the WordPress security issue. I have to be honest. Okay, so there are 2 parts on WordPress security. How do you say this? Everybody knows what a Tesla car is, correct? And the Tesla has kind of a nice features that you can press on buttons and then it keeps distance in your front of the car, so you kind of are secure, correct? If you are on a freeway, you are secure. You kind of see that, you can install an protection mechanism which makes the car secure. But if that car would drive on a freeway with idiots, then the Tesla car will also become in an accident, correct? And you have to see that a server can have idiots on it. Okay, so if you are on a hosting plan with HostGator or Bluehost with a shared plan, your website can be safe. But if there are idiots on that server, your website get attacked too. So there are 2 elements from secure hosting. One is the WordPress itself, and the second one is the hosting. So that is why I cannot express enough that the gateway on Amazon hosting is so important for speed, for security, and for management. But we will so we need some idiot filters. Yeah, they will do. HostGator, they will do, but you are affected after the accident. Okay, so an idiot makes an accident and you are affected. Do you want that? So it's kind of, you know, you are not on a safe road, and you kind of go to the church and say, oh, I hope I not get affected, but that you will. So there are always idiots. You have with about 100 users on a server, and there's always one idiot on it. So so let me explain me a little bit. Let me explain a little bit how the prospecting works within Lead Finder Jack, and I will explain a little bit about the gateway hosting, because those two things, they work together. They really do. And if you understand, and that is what Arlene came back. Arlene say, hey, I only have a half hour and I need to understand what the solution is when I speak with a business owner. So, I'm going to demo the process, okay? But Arlene only had a half hour, so I want to address that a little bit. So, when you speak with a business owner, you kind of don't have to tell how important security is, how important website uptime is. So the discussion will go like this. Hey, I noticed that your website is built on WordPress, and the fact that I can track that, when I can detect that, already tells that your website is not secure. Any hacker, any professional hacker can log in your website, can steal your contacts, and also can shut it down. I have a solution for you. Would you like to know what the solution is? I think 10 of the business owners are willing to speak about your solution. Okay? So your answer is, I can protect, I can install a software that protect your website. It will need weekly updates, because hackers all the time change their attacks, and we can set up a plan for that. If you really want to get secure hosting, if you really want to have a management plan, we can even take the website to Amazon. Amazon is known for well secure hosting. Do you know what the answer from the business owner is when you tell this? What do you think what the answer will be? How much is this going to cost me? I don't think you need to have more arguments. Okay? I don't think you have to prove you more than this. So the answer to that is a little bit to what you would do, but I would say to install and manage your website and do weekly updates, it's only $97 per month. If you want to have it hosted on Amazon, have weekly backups, one-click install, and every 50 minutes it check if the website is up, it is $197 per month. I will also do 1 hour per month website updates. So you not only get hosting and security, you get a managed website service for you. So for that 197, you throw in 1 hour of your time. Do you know how much you earn per hour? $197. Who is willing to work for $197 per month, per hour? You need 50 of these clients. Do you know that? You think it's hard to get 50 of those clients and you make $10,000 per month? So you guys have a tool at your fingertips what business owners and many people don't know that exists, and that is WP Gateway. WP Gateway will install also by default the security plugin. I shared with you that last week, correct? I cannot imagine, I cannot understand why HostGator and Bluehost and those software companies don't install a security plugin. It's I cannot understand that. Okay, I really cannot. So I feel if you provide hosting, it needs to be secure too. That is kind of a shared responsibility, correct? So we have decided that are for two things. One is I just want to do the things right, okay? I feel if you have a service with me and hosting plan, if I know if something is good, I need to make that available. So WP Gateway Secure Extreme, the top version with weekly update and scan, get installed by default by WP Gateway, okay? So, and then it get weekly backups, website check every 15 minutes. All the plugins can get automatically updated to the latest version. Are you aware of that? So you have between the 5 and the 10 plugins on a website, and if they come with an update, WP Gateway can do that for you. You tell WP Gateway, hey, update those plugins when there's a new version. You can even do that for the team. So that means you set it up once and you don't have to take a look anymore until kind of there is a problem. Okay? You receive $197 per month for security and managed hosting. That managed hosting, that is the key. Do you feel the difference? Okay, so I discovered this the last week. You know, I got that question, Jack, how do I need to sell the hosting? And I knew in my bottom heart WP Gateway was so much better than HostGator and Bluehost. But when they compare the prices, they don't understand it. They get, hey Jack, why I'm not hosting by Bluehost or HostGator? So the answer is Now you know the technical answer, correct? You know, okay, it's much better, much faster, backup and everything. But this is how you sell it to clients. We sell managed hosting. Our service includes 1 hour update. And now they cannot compare your service anymore with Bluehost and HostGator. They don't do that. But you are an internet market. You know how to update websites. And you can outsource it for $15 per hour. And you get $197. So count your profit. Okay? That's how it works. That's how you can leverage your time. Everybody see this? How you can easily scale this? So sell it as managed hosting. Managed hosting include 1 hour of your time and earn $197 per hour. Okay? So in that way you have a unique position which I cannot compare easily with others. And it's if you're not a business owner by yourself, you probably don't know that, but business owners are really extremely busy. They work from in the morning to the night. If they can outsource something at a reasonable price and what feels good, then they will do it. Okay, I got the complaint. My screen didn't change because I talked too much. Let me show you a video. I really got a nice video. Okay. Okay, let me show them this new. Okay, I hope you guys can hear it.
What do Netflix, Yelp, Pinterest, Dow Jones, and BMW have in common? They entrust their massive website hosting requirements to Amazon. That's right. Amazon's worldwide data centers and web services have become the gold standard for reliable, scalable, and inexpensive website hosting and cloud computing. Since launching in 2006, Amazon Web Services has grown rapidly to serve more than 1 million customers in 190 countries, ranging from large enterprises and government agencies to fast-growing startups. In fact, Amazon now hosts thousands more websites than HostGator. That's because businesses know they can rely on Amazon to keep their valuable online business data secure and protected against loss or damage caused by hackers, malware, and viruses. Last year, WP White Security reported that 41% of websites were hacked as a result of security vulnerabilities in their web hosting platform. If you want to safeguard yourself and your business from the damage and devastation caused by hackers, malware, and viruses, it's essential that you host your websites with a company that has proper security measures in place. You want a hosting company that supports the latest versions of PHP and MySQL, is optimized to host WordPress websites, includes a WordPress optimized firewall, offers malware scanning and intrusive file detection, trains their staff on important WordPress security issues. If you are in the business of providing website design, website development, and other online marketing services, you have better things to do with your time than dealing with the technicalities of websites hosting. You want a website hosting service that makes it fast and easy as possible to set up a web hosting account, get a domain name, create a cPanel, install WordPress, create website backups, restore website backups, and clone websites. That's why we created WP Gateway, an Amazon website hosting service. When you host your websites on WP Gateway, you get one-click domain ordering, automatic cPanel creation, one-click WordPress installation, a separate IP address for each individual website, automatic website security settings done for you, automatic website backups, one-click website restore capability, one-click website cloning capability, hosting that works equally well for WordPress and non-WordPress sites, and much more. If you are looking for a simple, dependable, and trustworthy website hosting service that you can use for your own websites as well as client websites, a service that provides 5-star customer support so you can grow your business with confidence, WP Gateway is the solution you've been waiting for. It's easy to get started. Simply click the Buy Now button below for instant access.
Okay, you guys like it? Yeah, I like it too. This will do it. This will do it. So if you don't have WP Gateway yet, many of you do have, but you can grab it still here and select the plan. Here it lists all the features. There's still pay-as-you-go, the economic plan, and the business plan. So my intent is to create a team niche like we have for digital marketer, for website design, for mobile design. My plan is to create something that you can use on your own domain or something like that. I have to think a little bit, but you can use that for to prospect businesses, okay, for hosting. So I have to think a little bit on the logistics, but something that I will create. That is on to-do list. Okay, so it's, my idea for that $197 what you can charge came up this week, because when you position yourself as managed hosting, you justify the $197. If you only position yourself as security, I would ask $97. Yes, Mickey, just PM me Facebook or send a support ticket. Yes, that's all no problem, Mickey. Just send me support ticket or whatever. So Mickey wants to switch from one plan to the business plan, so that's no problem. So I will create a white label video. So that is coming, Jack. So it's all coming. So this video I got yesterday. Karen is here on the call, and I showed to her yesterday. This really fresh. So it takes time to create such video. But once I got it, that my day was so good because of that video. So okay, so what I need to add so this sales page is good for you. This tells you all the technical details. Okay, to prospect businesses, you want to emphasize your managed part, what you do also for manage that 1 hour. Okay, and if you really want to do it, you say, I will add an SSL certificate in it. It's only $27 per year. Okay, then they get a green address bar, the SSL. So now you position yourself as fast, secure, and managed. You guys get that? Fast is the Amazon. Secure is the Amazon with the security plugin which you call software. And managed is yourself. So you have 3 points where you can justify your charge. Everybody get that? I might go a little bit too fast, okay? So, but 3 points you can position yourself on the security side, and I will so so SSL, how does it work? I know if you haven't seen it, you cannot believe it, okay? It's kind of, you don't know, but it exists. Let's see, let me log in WP Gateway. Okay, if the domain is hosted on WP Gateway, you see this? You see a button add SSL. You see this? And that is for a security label. It will show, you see here in the left bottom, HTTPS. You see this? It adds that S and it has that green key before the domain name. That means secured. It just stands out. Okay? What is the process? And that is, you click on add SSL and then you get, do you want to add a certificate for this domain? And then you confirm. It's $27 and you get an email. And in that email, you get a link. You click on that link and that is all what you need to do. And that SSL gets implemented within a day, all by itself. I don't know if you have ever experienced this with any other host, but normally you get back and forward and we does this and we does that, correct? This is all automated. So what I wanted to see if my dentist now. So what it has is, so you have this. So what you can position yourself is secure. That is, you nail them on the pain point. Fast, you don't need to explain. This on Amazon. And the third is 1 hour of your time, managed hosting. Okay, so let me demo quickly how it looks in Lead Finder Jack. Okay, so in Lead Finder Jack, you can collect those leads with world-based, with local-based, with Home Advisor, AdWords if you have, unclaimed campaigns, okay? And then you go to emails, you go to the library, and then you click on, I think it's number 50, correct? WordPress Security Prospector. Okay, download. You already have this plane, so you will download that, you modify it, and then you see a token. Okay, the WordPress security token. So WordPress security, and you update your contact information and you save it. Okay, and you go back to the AdWords campaign, no, to the campaign screen. Then you click on emails and then you link the WordPress security prospector, correct? So you have now the email template linked to the campaign. Okay, and if you want to see that how it looks like, you click on test email and then you will see what the prospector receives. So let us go now to my Gmail account, changing screens, and then let me refresh that. Okay, here's that domain name and voila. You guys see this? It is the prospect website with a security risk stamp on it. Do you know how much work that takes me? Just a couple of minutes, correct? And if the prospect gets this email, they will respond. Okay? And then we went over it, what to tell. Everybody get the process? You collect the leads in Lead Finder Jack. You prospect them, you send them an email, and then they will respond. Are they not already secure plugins? Very, very likely not. Why? Because at the moment, Lead Finder Jack can detect if a website is secure. If a website is built with WordPress, it is not secure. Okay, so I think 90% out there, there's a statistic about there. There's a statistic out there that 90% of the websites are not secured. Okay, so if you go to Lead Finder Jack, and there is in the right, there is a WordPress, yes or no. See WordPress, yes or no. So let's say I want only the website who is built with WordPress. So now all the websites showing here, they are based on WordPress. Okay. At the moment, Lead Finder Jack can detect if they're built with WordPress, they are by definition not secure. But you don't need to worry about it. 90% of those websites are not secure. I think 99% are not on Amazon. Okay. And local business, everybody knows Amazon has a reputation like Google and Apple has, correct? So you don't need to explain that it is high valued. Then you throw in 1 hour of your time and then you position yourself as managed hosting. You get that? Position yourself as managed secured hosting. Everybody get the process? Now, uh, um, with Amazon, with WP Gateway, the security plugin get installed by automatically. You don't need to do anything. It does it by itself. So there's almost no knowledge needed for you. All the settings are done for you. The couple of settings you can change manually. So Paul said, Jack, I have had good success with WP Gateway as an early client. Amazing how fast I get domain, site, launch. I should probably move my HostGator, GoDaddy, SiteGround, all sites to WP Gateway. Please tell me everyone again why I should and how to do so. I'm worried about giving up my alternatives and the reduced risk from having multiple hosting companies. So why you should do that? Now let me ask you a question. If you use other host companies, have you ever had a situation that they shut you down, your domain, they got hacked, their support was lacking? Now, I will not say that nothing happened with the gateway, but I will tell you this. The ones who had issues, did we track down? If sometimes we do transfer cPanels and WordPress, and some they have issues on other host companies and they don't tell us, and they kind of move the bad code with us, and then we have to troubleshoot it. And besides the security software plugin, we run other processes to find those bad codes. And so we not only tell that your website is not okay, we also fix it for you. We will say, okay, this plugin has bad code, or this is not good. So you know, I don't know if you have ever had an issue with HostGator or Bluehost. They just say, hey, your website caused an issue, solve it within a week, or your account gets suspended. Does anybody has that experience? I had. They don't solve things. Okay, so we not only detect it, but we will try to solve it with you. Okay, we are not here to punish you. If you are happy, we are happy. So we try to find the problem and solve it with you, and we do it for free. Okay, anybody who is here who had extra charges from us? Okay, no, we like to have a long-term relationship. That's really the case. Okay, so if it takes a day to solve a website, we don't charge you for that. Okay, so you can, for the business plan, is 100 sites for $97. Okay, Jack, can I get the WP Gateway with security for $97, please? Yes. Yes, you can, Deb. So it's $97 for 100 websites. And the security plugin is included, so you don't need to pay for the Extreme anymore. Who will I use for the email with duplicate? You get cPanel with it. FTP, you get cPanel access with it. So you can set up your email. Now I have to tell this. We don't allow that it becomes an autoresponder, because with that your IP address can get bad. We don't want that. Okay, so for normal website submission, form submission, it works. But if you're planning to use it as an autoresponder, we don't allow that. Okay, and HostGator might allow that, but your IP address goes very bad very quickly, and all the emails go to spam. So it doesn't help you anything to use HostGator or Bluehost or anybody else which is not an accredited mail hoster to send emails. And I have to think about that. So probably you can add another package. Can you have subdomains with duplicate? Yes. So you can have just subdomains. So you can install WP Gateway domain, and then you say, I want to install it as a subdomain, or I want to install it as a directory. But each subdomain counts as a domain. Okay, that is one of the discussion I have once in a while. Hey Jack, I don't need to pay for subdomain on HostGator or on Bluehost. That's correct. But again, you comparing apples with pears, and I will tell you why. If you do that on Bluehost, let's say 5 subdomains, your speed of each website goes lower, okay? So they kind of throttle your speed. If you have, let's say, speed for 100% for one website and you install 5 subdomains, your speed goes to 20%, okay? So we don't want to offer that service. Each website needs to be hosted equally. Each website needs to get backed up. Each website needs to be secured. So for hosting perspective, there's not a big difference between a subdomain and a main domain. Okay, so each website get backed up three 3 weeks. So week 1, every week we make a backup of the website, and even from the cPanel. Okay, so if something really go bad, we can restore the cPanel. Then that normally with other host companies, they make a new backup, and that backup that was made got lost, got deleted. Now, I don't like that. I had a situation in the past, I wanted to restore an older backup. So what we do is we keep that backup for 3 weeks. Every backup gets saved for 3 weeks. So you can restore a backup from 2 weeks ago or from 3 weeks ago. Everybody get that? On top of that, you can assign to save a version forever. Okay, you can check. You see this? You see it here, 29th of December. I check this and I say, hey, this version I know is good. I trust this version. So I save this forever until I uncheck it. So if something is really going bad with my website and I didn't catch it in time, I can restore it. Okay? You have always a version what is good. Okay? And each cPanel get a different IP address. If you know a little bit about SEO and you get from 0 to 100 credits, Google reward when your website is on a different IP address. Okay? So each website get a separate IP address. So Eric, there's always limits, but if you have a business plan, we are very flexible. So if you only host one very big website, we are not so flexible. But if you have a business plan, we will set the limits according to your needs. Now you cannot set the country of the IP address. Okay. Jack, I'm late. How do we fix the errors after emailing prospect? How do we fix the errors? I'm not following that question. Jack, does that mean that when websites are installed with WP Gateway, they are standalone or they added as an add-on domain? They are not an add-on domain. So each website get a different cPanel. That is my preference. That is how I like to organize. Okay, I have about 75 clients. Each client has a different cPanel. How do we fix the security? I think you have to watch the replay. Can you have two WordPress gateway accounts so I can IP address from Canada and one from US account? You can, but it doesn't make sense. No, one WP gateway account is enough. How many emails can we send per day to prospect using this software? It's 5,000, I believe. There isn't tracking page in it, but we'll show it to you. So Jorik, this becomes too technical, so you can ping me on Facebook. So we are 1 hour on the way to do the training, prospecting with security and hosting. If clients wants to have subdomains, would you then say them it's $107 per subdomain? Now that, to be honest, I did not have that situation for me. Okay. Now, if a client has multiple services, okay, one client, multiple service, you give a package deal, correct? It's kind of how you want to position it, okay? I would not compromise, too much. I do AdWords sales, for example, and I have to have multiple locations, same business. I charge on multiple times. With subdomains, it depends how much work I have with each. If it's just one time install and one time setup and WP Gateway does all the work, then I would not charge 107 for subdomains. I would probably charge $97 extra. Okay. What are the good reasons for having a subdomain? That's a very good question, Mark. I really think you nail the point. For $10 per year, there's almost no reason to have a subdomain. Jack, can we get different IP addresses like host 9? It comes by default. Every cPanel has a different IP address. So you will get a different IP address. Rick, Rick, I think you keep asking the same question. Just get 2 cPanels and you will see what the difference is. Okay, so hope you guys liked. Host 9 doesn't have backups, does it? I think every host company does backups. I do think. So I think they do. But it's with WP Gateway, you can restore by yourself. Okay, you don't need to call the host to do a restore. Okay, I don't think any other host they save it for 3 weeks. So that is something different. Okay, and you can say, hey, I want to keep this version because I know this version is well. Okay, If something happened bad, I can make a restore from this version and I'm back to business. Those may not have all the latest changes, but the website is up and the company is back in business. Okay, subdomains you can do, well, you know, to okay, Rick is giving it a go. Thanks, Rick. So hope you guys like this training. So downtime is minimal. So there's something there's something very unique, and I don't think anybody else is offering that. You see this restore button here? You click on restore, okay? You know what happens? One second, I click on restore. Let me, it's coming up, and it will ask the cPanel login. Okay, 1 second, it's thinking. So if you, Arlene, you had that case a couple of weeks ago, okay? That the server was down and one important client was, you know, was not happy, okay? Then with WP Gateway, you can do a restore, and normally the restore will go to the same server. But if that server is a really bad shape, you see, it asks the restore to which cPanel you want to restore it to. You see this? So you can restore it to another cPanel. You guys get that? So you can use an other domain name or a new cPanel. So you can move it, even the complete website, you can move it to another host. You get that? So this, you know, you probably don't need it, but if you are really in problem and your server is in bad shape, you can restore it to another cPanel. So those are the things what I have built up since 2009 with my own clients and have implemented. Okay, so there's all kind of things. Are those in different geographical locations? I don't know what you mean with that, but they are on a different server. The restore file is on a different server than the hosting server. Yes, it's all controlled by Amazon. Okay, now tell me something, to be honest to me, okay? Who is using Amazon? Who is buying something once in a while from Amazon.com? Okay. Now, when did you had a time that Amazon.com was not accessible, that the server was down? Do you get the point? Okay. Okay, it will always happen. Okay, it is never 100%, but it's pretty good, correct? That is the industry standard. It is not by accident that big companies move to Amazon. Okay. 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 So I really liked your guys' interaction. I didn't know how this training went, and it's only because of you that we discussed those topics. So really pleased with you guys' interaction. And so position yourself as managed hosting, secure and fast, and you will do well. So have a good night. And where do we sign up? Okay, if you are already a Duplicate member, there are a lot of you guys have an pay-as-you-go plan or whatever, and you want to go to the economic or the business plan, just go to plans and update, just go to plans and update it if you are logging. If you don't know the credential, you can go here, register now, but the best economic link, you get the best deal if you're new via this link, okay? That is where you get the best deal. Okay? Everybody managed and secured. Fast, managed and secure. Okay? And you only have to tell it is on Amazon. That will do all the work, heavy work for you. And everybody understand that is good. And you can, it's $9 for the first month, and you can test it for a full month. Okay? If you cancel during the first month, you only waste $9. Can other sites besides host? Yeah, it's not only WordPress, it works also for non-WordPress sites. Jack, and you said we get access to the video. Yes, but I need to work on a little bit on it, okay? I need to work a little bit on it to that you can use it for prospecting companies, because there are some elements in it that tells about marketers. Okay, so I have to change a little bit the video. Okay, so I have to add it a little bit. I will let you know. The business plan comes with security, yes. What management can you do on non-WordPress sites with WordPress? Backup, restore, uptime. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining this call. What about moving all my existing sites over? Oh, that is a good question, Deb. That is a very good question. So WP Gateway makes it incredible easy to move your sites. Okay, let me log in again. It's always a pain to find the login. Okay. Okay, so you see here, transfer website or transfer cPanel. The very best option is transfer cPanel. It is the very easy. All the email settings, everything get transferred. With transfer website, the emails get also transferred, but not the password. So you kind of have a challenge to, if you don't know the passwords anymore. Okay. So if you are not technical skilled, you know what you do? You go to help and you submit a ticket. And you provide details about, your cPanel access, and we will do the transfer for you. Okay? So we will do it for you. Does that make sense? So you can do it easily by yourself. Okay? You can easily do it by yourself by transfer cPanel or a website. If you want help, we can do it for you. Okay, thanks Jack, I'm in. The SSL has to be added at a cost of $27. No, not has to be, but it's optional. So, but I kind of, if you would offer that to a business, secure hosting, fast Amazon, and you throw in that SSL certificate as, you know, part of the deal, and you get $97 or $197 per month paid, it's kind of peanuts. Okay, so I would use that kind of as your reputation thing, you know. My sites are secured. So it's kind of how you want to position yourself. So Lloyd said, I have used transfer hosting via help, worked very, very well and quickly. Okay. So thanks everybody for joining this call. I really enjoyed it. So take advantage of it. It's something what few marketers know at this point. Okay. So you guys really have a benefit. Just take it. So next call is coming Sunday at 2 p.m. with Karen also for the support questions. Thank you so much.